Mexico now has as many homicides a year total as the US does, with a third the population. The current model of drug enforcement, and this is the view both of the Mexican government and the US government, is to arrest as many drug dealers as possible and put them in prison. And there's no reason to think that's going to succeed in reducing the violence. It puts more money on the table and it increases the stakes in the game among the traffickers. So you should expect drug enforcement to increase violence. We need to turn that around and make violence a risk factor for enforcement activity, so that a drug trafficker knows that using violence will attract enforcement attention rather than deflecting it. Drug enforcement agencies have to decide all the time which groups to go after. Now, to some extent, they're driven simply by who they have an informant against. I don't think they're sufficiently currently guided by violence. It seems to me we need to move violence up the list of reasons to go after a drug dealing organization. What would happen if you announced that you're going to pick the most violent organization and destroy it economically by focusing US enforcement attention on the distributors in the US of the drugs that come from the most violent Mexican organization? It's possible that you could put that organization out of business. If you could do that, then you'd presumably reduce the violence level, having taken out the most violent group. More importantly, if you announce, we're running the contest again, we're going to pick the second most violent organization and put it out of business, then you've created an incentive for each organization to be less violent than at least one of its rivals. And so the goal would be to generate a race to the bottom in rates of violence.